Hey, what's up? Dillio coming to you again. Welcome back to Dillio T2K YouTube channel. Make sure you check out DillioT2K.com. Let's go right into it. And before I do, make sure you go to my website and check out some presets that I've done. Actually, there's some presets that I've done for this beat remake that will be included on Khemikals Season 2, which is on the website. So let's dive right in. So today's beat I'm going to be remaking or showing you how it's put together is Janet Jackson's That's the Way Love Goes. It was recorded in January of 1999. The amazing thing is that it was recorded in 1993 at Flight Time Studios in Edina, Minnesota. And the producers for this track was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis along with Janet Jackson. It was released off of the Virgin record label. So here's the overview. I'm going to show you each individual part and then we're going to play it all together and show you what I think sounds like the original song. Now, albeit it's not going to sound perfectly like that, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So let's dive right into it. So let's start with the first thing. The first thing I did was I set the BPM to 95.32 and a 4/4 count, and you can't have That's the Way Love Goes without this popular drum break that even Nas used on one of his songs. And this drum break is from the Honey Drippers. It's called Impeach the President of all things. And I think that we're going to start with that. So let's check out what that sounds like. Now the next thing we're going to add is some funky guitars from this old school James Brown sample, and I had to use 2 slices of it just to keep it locked in with the sequence, because a lot of songs from back then used to ebb and flow because I think at the time there wasn't like a computer synchronization. Let's check out that element of this beat. Okay, now that that's put down, the next element is something from a preset that I designed for Massive, and it's going to be on the Khemikals Season 2 library. I called it Vibrasign, and it's just kind of like this spooky, smooth chord thing that you can use to kind of give you that vibe and that chord in the background. So let's hear that. Next, one thing you gotta have is strings. Now this is something that I kind of put in the background. I played an octave of it, and I actually used this string, which is a very nice string sound for Maschine. This sound was put together by Martin Ross, and it's from his new source library for Maschine and other platforms. It's not out yet, but when it comes out, I'll let you know. But let's check out those strings that I'm going to put on the beat now. And now I'm going to put some bass in your face with this mellow bass patch that I designed with Native Instruments Massive. That's also going to be included in Khemikals Season 2. If you already bought this, these are free patches that are already available to you. All you got to go to is your email and re-download the new library. So let's check out what I did with that bass line, and let's go from there. Okay, in this instance, I added like just 3 drum samples. I had a cymbal, a snare drum, a little bit of reverb, and a hi-hat, and I just kind of did that to kind of add a little bit of feeling to the beat. Not to really take away too much from the samples, but I wanted to blend it together. And this is what I came up with. And last but not least, I added kind of like a bell sound from an M1 VST plugin. Because I kind of wanted more of a keyboard sound. Sometimes the sound libraries can be so large that you don't know really where to go, and sometimes you don't really take time to make a favorite patch or something. So I just went and used the M1 because I know I could easily find a keyboard sounding bell sound. Sometimes you want something that sounds like a keyboard. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but when you do that, sometimes you get a different vibe, or maybe you're trying to recreate a different vibe. Some other sounds can be so advanced and so realistic and so pristine or so great that maybe they lose a little bit of some of the charm that you would get from back in the days, which this was in 1993. We weren't using heavy sample gigabyte libraries back in 93. Most of the time, a lot of times, this stuff was done with hardware. So let's check out what I did with that. Now that all the elements are in place, let's go for the climax. Let's hear what all these sounds combined together will sound like, and hopefully I did a good job in recreating the beat. Now again, this won't be perfect, but I think I'm in the ballpark, and I think this is a great example of great music production by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's check it out real quick. Now that you heard everything put together, I really appreciate you if you take the time to like the video, subscribe, and share it on your forums, share it on Facebook, share it wherever you go, and please check out Dillio2k.com if you would like some of those sounds that I made. Some of the sounds aren't available yet, but some of the sounds are. All the sounds that I talked about for Khemikals Season 2 are available right now, and be sure to come back again, and be sure to say hello at one of my live streams and all that good stuff. Stay tuned for more vlogs, original music, talk box, and all that good stuff. I'm glad you guys are here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. This video is sponsored by Khemikals, a preset library from Massive, including pads, leads, bass sounds, and more. Be sure to visit Dillio2k.com to hear it live and pick up your copy today.